today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bills offense getting set to go fresh off a victory in Week 1. They'll start on the ground here on first down. The numbers for Miller in last week's ball game, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a first down coming up. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a handoff to Miller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved in. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Quick move by Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And the Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They begin with a run by Miller. And fighting through it, he's got space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pushing his way through, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead in the... A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown catch in that 1st half. Next, we'll stay in the...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. They'll start with the option. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And quickly, they get to the line. Allen going to keep it again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, 193 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Joker, 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 Joker. Let's go, motion, motion, motion.
To the air, Allen.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Miller. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the... Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has...
Let's go. Watch safety green. Watch safety green, man.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it, and that'll be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check, check, check 41. Here we go.
Now Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Operating from the red zone now. Allen setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final... There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they're going to speed things up here.
He's checking. Crash, crash.
They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
2nd down and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Miller. Sheds off the tackle and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Hey, keep it up.
Miller will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. here come the Bills. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Inside handoff now. Miller escapes the defender. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
On second down, it's Miller, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second down now, it's Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Miller. Oh, fighting off the defender. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. A first down carry now for Miller. Oh, some strong running. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On second down, it's Miller. Shifts, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards on the ground. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Bills, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.